Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. So today on the channel, we're going to be talking about everything from sling bows to air bows and everything in between. We're going to talk about the 10 different types of projectile stringed instruments that you can use for the purpose of survival and preparedness. Let's get to it. First up is the Slingbow. It's lightweight, it's compact, and it's portable. The downside of the Slingbow is that the amount of power that you're going to be able to generate and the foot-pounds and the speed are going to be solely reliant on your ability to draw it back. Whereas with the other bows I'm going to show you today, the power is stored in the limbs of the bow itself. Now, a great thing about this is that it is very portable, and if you combine it with these takedown arrows, you can get yourself a nice little portable system. This one here also doubles as a slingshot. You can build one of these from anywhere from $50 to $100, or you could just buy a simple shot hammer XT. I'll post a link to that in the description, and you'll get a complete package. You get these very strong black bands, and it's a very robust system. Up next is a recurve bow. Now, the benefits of a recurve bow is that it's relatively lightweight compared to the other bows that I'm going to show you. You can get takedown recurve bows, which with the simple turn of a couple screws, you can bring this down to a very small and compact size. They are going to be a little bit faster than a long bow because of the energy that's stored in this curved limb that you see here. You're also going to be able to attach a variety of different accessories, and some of these make up for the archer's paradox by cutting out a little indent in there so that the arrow can sit on a shelf. And just like this one that I don't have strung up, you can see there's a whisker biscuit on there, which is going to increase your accuracy. You can put lights on these, you can put quivers on them. One of the downsides of a recurve bow for some people, if you have a physical limitation, is that it's only as powerful as the poundage of the bow itself and your ability to draw it back. So for example, this says 56 by 50. 56 is the length of the bow. 50 is the poundage of the bow. So that means that it's going to be 50 pounds of force to pull this back to full draw. Now, you can get bows that are up to 70 pounds, even more. The old traditional bows were even more than that. With practice, you can develop the strength that's going to be required to draw a bow like this and shoot with accuracy. And another advantage of traditional simple bows like this, the longbow and the recurve bow, is that if you are very skilled, you can shoot a lot of arrows in quick succession. If you want to learn more about that, check out Lars Anderson YouTube channel. Up next is a survival bow, and it happens to be the closest thing I have to a longbow. The benefits of a survival bow like this SAS Recon or even the SAS Tactical Bow is that it's very compact and incredibly durable. You can store your arrows and your extra strings inside the bow itself. There are many different types of survival bows on the market. The key feature is the portability. So you are able to take it down and deploy it rather quickly. I'm going to show you how that works right now. So basically how you do this is you step through, you rest that on your ankle, and you just go like this. You have to bend it, just like that. One of the great things about the SAS Recon bow in particular is that it's incredibly lightweight and it's also incredibly durable and powerful. This is a 65-pound draw weight bow. So it's going to require a lot of power to pull it back, and there is going to be an archer's paradox. That means that your accuracy is not going to be as good. It's going to be a more intuitive form of archery, which some people enjoy. Folds down easy, and it was made with survivalists in mind. Up next are compound bows. Here we have a youth compound bow. Here we have a full-size compound bow. Now, the youth compound bows are great. Unlike other bows where you're having full resistance all the way through and it takes a lot of power to hold it here, with a compound bow, you don't have that. You have what's called the let-off point. Right when you get past it, it's easy to hold it. I can hold this all day long once I get past that let-off point. Makes for funner shooting, and it gets them more interested in archery. And this one resolves the archer's paradox by putting it right down the middle. Now, with a full-size compound bow, they are far more accurate. They are far more powerful than traditional bows. There's also that let-off point, which allows you to hold and really fine-tune your shot hold it, and then release when you're ready. The downsides of this system is that it's very intricate. So you have cams, you have pulleys, you have a very long string, which you're not going to be able to engineer in the field. So in terms of long-term survival, there's a place for the compound bow because it is very quiet, but if you break the string or you break one of these pulleys, it's basically useless. So not a lot of long-term durability if it's not properly maintained. Up next is your standard recurve crossbow. I've done many videos about crossbows over the years, and a crossbow is an excellent SHTF weapon. It's going to be far more accurate than most compound bows. However, the rate of fire is not going to be as fast because this is going to require cocking, which may require a cocking aid. It may require a crank cocking, but in terms of power and accuracy, nothing is going to beat a crossbow. And with a recurve crossbow like this, the durability is going to be a lot longer lasting. So this is one of the cheapest crossbows on Amazon, so it's not going to require a lot to draw it. So I can actually do this one manually. So that's one of the benefits of a lower poundage crossbow. But even with a low pound crossbow like this, it's going to be able to shoot arrows much faster than a traditional recurve bow. So this is a more expensive recurve crossbow, which has twice the power of the last one that I just showed you. And it's unique because it actually has two sets of limbs. So you can actually shoot two arrows in fast succession or at the same time if you wanted. I've demonstrated the twin strike. I'll post a link to that video in the description section. Because this is such a high poundage bow, it's going to require a crank system. So you're not going to be able to use it as fast as you would other types of bows. One of the main benefits of this is that it's very powerful, it's very accurate, but when you get into crossbows like this, there's also something else you have to deal with. That is sound. These can be much louder than traditional bows. One of my personal favorite types of crossbows is the repeating crossbow. All the benefits of a recurve crossbow, you got your Picatinny rails, you got your scope and all the rest, only this one has a magazine of 5 and it's easy loading, just like so, and you can shoot 5 shots in quick succession of one another without having to do a whole lot of work. So this is a great innovation from Jorge Sprav at the Slingshot channel. Go and check out my review of this item here if you want more information. The only downside of something like this is that you're getting about half as much power as you are with the standard, more powerful recurve crossbows. Now, among the most powerful of the crossbows are the compound crossbows. This is what's called a reverse compound crossbow. The benefit of a reverse compound crossbow is that the weight is a bit more centered and they are incredibly powerful. The downside is, once again, you have all these crazy pulleys and you're gonna need a sophisticated bow press. To make a string like this would be next to impossible. I won't say it's entirely impossible. The accuracy and the power is gonna be unrivaled with something like this. And there are bows which are in this reverse compound class, which are much narrower and much more powerful. The downside of something like this is that it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. But when it comes to taking the biggest game that North America can offer, or the world for that matter, nothing beats a compound crossbow. Last but certainly not least is an item which may well make all of the aforementioned obsolete, and that is the airbow. Airbows function very similar to air rifles. These can be powered by CO2 or pressurized air. This is known as pre-charged pneumatics, or PCP. The benefits of these is that you're achieving exceptionally high feet per second ratings of 450 to 500, over 160 foot-pounds of power, which is comparable with a reverse compound bow. There's exceptional maneuverability, easy cocking, fast reloading, incredible accuracy in type groupings. They are very safe, and compared to the cost of a reverse compound, they are relatively inexpensive. They're very durable and there's less moving parts. It seems like mostly a no-brainer. The only con of an airbow is that if you do only have a hand pump, it can take a lot of work to charge it up. But a lot of airbows, once pressurized, will have the ability to shoot up to 8 arrows. And I'm sure it's only a matter of time before multi-shot options make it to the market. We're going to be reviewing an airbow in the next few weeks on the channel, so stay tuned for that. So if you guys enjoyed that video, please give it a big thumbs up. It definitely helps out the channel. If you want any more information on these bows, I'm going to post links in the description as to where you can get them and reviews that I've done on the individual bows itself. Let me know in the comments section, what do you think would be the ultimate bow of all of the ones that I've shown you today for long-term survival and preparedness. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. Canadian Prepper out.
The best way to support this channel is to support yourself by gearing up at CanadianPreparedness.com. The best quality products at the best prices. Use discount code SURVIVALPREPPER, all caps, all one word, for 10% off. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.